Hello, everyone. Clive Adams back for one more Zoom catch up for the year 2021. And of course, it's an update from the CEO of Bowls Australia, Neil Dalrymple himself. G'day, Neil. How are you?
Wonderful, Clive. How are you?
Oh, not bad, mate. Not bad. Just a few days until Christmas. It's been a big year, and what a great time to catch up and just have a bit of a look through what's happened in 2021.
Yeah, no, look, it's been let's call it a challenging year, Clive, and we can be optimistic for 2022. But right now, I'm not too sure I am that optimistic. But anyway, we'll see how we go.
Oh, okay. Well, let's have a chat through some of the things anyway.
Yes.
Certainly, from a high performance point of view, it's been another challenging year for the coaches and the athletes. Still with that preparation for the 2022 Commonwealth Games in mind.
Yes, no, for sure, Clive. And look, it started. Frustration started probably a couple of years ago, didn't it, when the World Championships got postponed now to September 2023. So that was our focus after the 2018 Commonwealth Games, and now, of course, here's another Commonwealth Games around the corner in 2022 in Birmingham. Look, there's lots of cases in the UK of COVID, which is of some concern. Hopefully, yeah, things can certainly quieten down, and that our preparations, which in the first part of 2022 is going to be very important. And we've got a Trans-Tasman coming up in March, the traditional rivals, Australia and New Zealand, and being played at the Mount Tambourine Bowls Club, which is about an hour from the Gold Coast, I understand, heading west. So in the top of the mountain there in the hinterland of Queensland. So and look, I think from what I've heard, the club's been super in terms of their willingness to provide the surface that we're looking for and try and replicate something like what could be we could experience in England in July, August of next year.
Yeah, certainly going to be interesting times in that lead up. In the participation space, Neil, it's been another exciting year. We've seen the growth of programs like Jack Attack and Roll Back the Clock and the programs that Bowls Australia has out there.
Yep, no, definitely, Clive. And look, they're all very important, aren't they, in terms of trying to get new participants into the sport. I think we cover a lot of demographics there with children, primary school age children, and perhaps into the secondary school. Also with Jack Attack, in terms of social bowls, we're seeing steady increase in clubs taking on Jack Attack. I think I'm very pleased to see some of the case studies that we've been able to put together, which shows the value of having volunteers working hard behind the scenes to bring Jack Attack to the fore. There's absolutely a trend in society for shorter versions of game format and being more flexible in the times that we deliver bowls. So having competitions, short competitions such as Jack Attack at times that suit the general population and the community. So therefore at night during the week, that's, it really is the future and the future about getting more players in. And look, if they come and join up as full members, that's great. If they play pennant, that's great. If they play championships, it's a pathway opportunity there for new people to get into the sport.
Of course, all
And
fits.
I should say, talking about roll back the clock, obviously not forgetting our over 60s, which is quite a large demographic in Australia, and will continue to be in the years to come. And getting people active, both from a mental health perspective and from a physical point of view, is so important. So I'm sure roll back the clock is an important program as well, and again a great opportunity for bowls clubs to get a different audience coming into their bowls club.
Certainly, and if you're interested in any of those programs, we certainly encourage you to head to bowls.com.au and check out all of those, or of course contact your local regional bowls manager who'll be more than happy to help you get involved in those programs. Neil, on the national events stage, it's been another challenging year. We were able to get away a couple of BPLs, a couple of Bowls Premier Leagues, and managed to squeeze in an Australian Open. I mean, how lucky were we to get away with
Wow.
with the Australian Open? But it was a wonderful event once more.
I know. It was like, as a person living in Melbourne, it was very frustrating not being there, but certainly also equally great to be able to watch the live broadcast on 7/2 and Fox Sports and through KO as well. Look, yeah, we were very lucky when we in between various lockdowns in Victoria, New South Wales, lesser extent in Queensland and in the other states and territories. But it was great that a lot of people were able to get to the Gold Coast and participate. And we still had really strong numbers in the 2021 AO. Unfortunately, a lot of Melburnians didn't get there. A lot of overseas participants who are used to coming to the AO, unfortunately, couldn't get there. We're really optimistic that 2022 will mean that the borders will be open and hopefully we get a lot of overseas competitors. We're actually looking to try and do some work in the Pacific through World Bowls and maybe an opportunity to get some players coming from different affiliated World Bowls countries that might come to the AO next year. So watch this space. But again, it's a great event. Look forward to it in 2022. The BPL with 3 BPLs in 2022, it's going to be a big year and exciting that we've got 2 new teams in the Tassie Tridents and also Melbourne Extreme from Club Sunbury and the return of the Gold Coast Hawks, which has just been announced. So the 10-team BPL kicks off in February next year. Can't wait to get up to Moama and also to Club Pine Rivers in May and November in 2022.
And an exciting new partner on board as well in Angostura.
Angostura, yes. If we all like a lemon, lime, and bitters, then they're a great partner. Look, as you may know, I know you're a Coke drinker yourself, but I do like a lemon, lime, and bitters. And so yeah, it's a great drink, and it's the clip that's just been released. In fact, they call it a short film. We might be able to nominate it for one of those Cannes Film Festival films. But anyway. And maybe Aaron Tees might be nominated as Best Actor, but we'll see. But anyway, it's a great little publicity piece, and it was fantastic to see Aaron, Ben Twist, and Natasha Van Eldick part of that. And yeah, look, it's good to see a bit of fun, and at this time of the year, I think heading towards Christmas. I think it's a really good fun piece, and hopefully puts a few smiles on people's faces.
Of course. So just rounding out that event space, of course, February 21, the BPL, that's the next BPL. And of course, entries are open for the Australian Open as well. And they've been popular so far. So make sure you get in there and get your entries in. Again, bowls.com.au is the place to go for all of that. The governance and finance space, probably more of the administration side of the sport. Neil, it's been another big year there.
Yes, look, I think with COVID, it's certainly given us a chance to focus a bit more on some of strategic initiatives. Governance is important in terms of how we can work well in our federated governance structure. I mean, I think the best or worst example is around how federal and state governments have handled COVID. I mean, that's it's a challenge, isn't it? Absolutely. So I think we all feel for the politicians, or some of us do. And yeah, in our governance space, it's we have a really good committee that's been formed, and they're tackling a significant piece of work that we had put together in 2020 and in the early part of 2021, which was a governance strategy and reform project. And now we've got this committee, which is really tackling from an action point of view, implementation perspective about, okay, what are the things we can do to change the way that we govern the sport, make it more efficient, more effective across the board. And so there's some really good ideas coming out of that group. And we're also tackling the affiliation topic again too. There's certainly a bit disparate types of systems right across the country, from what BA does in terms of how we charge affiliation to some of the states and territories. So there are different components of affiliation, and again, we're taking a deeper dive at that model and see if we can come up with whether the current model continues or whether we can look at perhaps a more efficient model for the future too. So still some work in progress. And probably the last point, Clive, is to mention the National Integrity Framework, and that's a piece of work that's coming from an organisation called Sport Integrity Australia, so a new federal agency for integrity. Integrity is a big topic in Australian sport. You just have to read the papers. Generally in the front part of the paper is there's issues around some sports have had with swimming and gymnastics, and have had lots of recent examples whereby integrity has become an issue. So the government's taken a stronger position, have put forward a framework for sports to adopt around a policy framework. So policies such as member protection, child protection, doping, anti-doping, match fixing are areas which are part of this framework. So we'll be looking as I suppose, a national body. BA will be looking to adopt that framework soon, and then that will flow down through the entire sport, and hopefully provides very good guidance for all levels of the sport around how to handle disputes and complaints. So it's an interesting piece of work, and no doubt everyone will hear more about that as the months go on.
Neil, on a bright note to end the year, just a couple of weeks ago, of course, the awards night held virtually once more, but still a wonderful recognition of all not only the wonderful players in our sport, but the people that do the really hard work behind the scenes as well.
Yeah, I think that's the special part about the night. And again, unfortunate that we couldn't get face to face, but being able to recognise volunteers, particularly clubs, and obviously the performances of our high performance players, it is a great night. And I know personally, having seen the reactions that come from the people that win, they're genuinely excited and very thankful. And to recognise umpires, coaches, people who perhaps sometimes the unsung heroes that work in the background and don't expect to be recognised, then it is truly a very good night. And I look forward to when we can get together face to face and certainly induct more members of our Hall of Fame and our legends. I think that's another area that we probably haven't been able to do the last couple of years. So in 2022, let's hope that we can get together face to face and bring these people together and celebrate the sport and how great it is.
Spot on, Neil. Christmas and the New Year coming up, of course. It's a special time of the year for everyone. Some people are still going to be doing it tough, perhaps not able to catch up with all of their family, but we just really encourage everyone to make the best of it, do what you can do, and touch base with everyone that you can.
Yeah, I think keeping those connections. I mean, a lot, again, some of us who have been locked away for significant parts of the year, being able to get together with family and friends and have good conversations and I suppose just socialise at this time of year and have a bit of a break mentally and physically. So no doubt an important time. And I certainly on behalf of the board and all the staff at Bowls Australia, we wish all bowlers and bowls clubs a wonderful Christmas and a happy New Year, and a very safe 2022. And we look forward to seeing you back out on the green in 2022. And hopefully there's plenty of bowls over Christmas. I'm sure a number of clubs will have had hopefully a busy December with lots of Christmas parties and the turnover is occurring in terms of the tills, and people are enjoying the hospitality that bowls clubs offer. So again, best wishes to everyone for 2022, and certainly I'd like to personally thank all the staff of Bowls Australia for what they do and the contributions they make to bowls, and they all work very, very hard, and they're passionate people. So please, thank you to all the BA staff for what you do. And you too, Clive.
No, thank you, Neil, and thank you for your leadership throughout what's been a very tough couple of years. And we certainly echo your thoughts there. And we wish everybody out there a fantastic Christmas and New Year. And personally, I can't wait to get back over there and stream some more events and bring some more of our events back into everyone's lounge room. To everyone out there, stay safe, and we'll catch you in 2022.
Bye for now.